Alright, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to Imperator Rome Invictus Yaudheya series here on the Lord Master channel. Sorry, I was a little late on the introduction as usual, because it's usually around the 6-second mark is when I start speaking. It's just I got a little bit distracted there for a moment after seeing some things that I shouldn't be seeing, at least not in public, but I should manage. But anyways, in the first episode we made, pretty great progress and expanded a bit, though not by conquest, but through diplomacy. Which sounds unusual for a game like that, but trust me, it does make sense, unless you've watched the first episode previously, in case you didn't see, for whatever reason, didn't see the first episode before this current one that we're on now. Which we've expanded to Indraprashta in Varana, and then all of Rodewala, which initially it was with these four here, that we've expanded to 5 more all the way to there, including in Kanganwala, which is a place where, that comet landed. That was a little bit of that chain event there. So I guess the Mauryans did that first, since it landed on their territory, technically. So, I don't know. I was wondering how come it didn't pop up. Unless they got something I don't. You got something? Because I find it suspicious. But anyways. Now, for this part here. Now the main part of the mission is just continue being starstruck by Stanis Vishal, which all we need to do is build a great temple, which is going to cost a lot, but we'll get there eventually. And then over there for this, although we need to be at peace, because currently Moria is at war, and they are winning. Meantime, we got ourselves an innovation. Would like to have a legion one day, but of course you need a lot more good income to maintain something like that. And also reduce build costs, since we're still in the nation building process. So we'll go for that. Especially that building a grand temple here is quite expensive, because we need 222 move. Well, for that. Well, that would take time. And one day, Master Dharana, so we can, enact this law to grant rights to the Kshatriya, which will make things easier for us. Especially like to see more freemen and citizens happier. For stability reasons. For stability reasons. Now, get going. There's not much else we can do here. Other than, I'm going to show you this thing about the families. The one that's been ruling our country so far is of the English family. But there's one thing I failed to point out, which I'll be glad to explain to you here, especially me being familiar with Indian history and all that. The Janamejaya, they have the blood of Pandu. Yes, Pandu. 1 second on the investment. Pandu was the foster father of the five Pandava brothers. Each brother was linked together by a single woman, Panchali, who mistakenly wed all of them. Yudhishthira and Arjuna, 2 of the brothers, would find themselves as the Rajas of the Kuru kingdom. Later, much down the line, the children of the Janamejaya from the Arjuna line and the children of Patividaya from the Yudhishthira line would both find themselves ruling over different parts of the Yaudheyan Confederacy. So basically, Those two families here are the descendants of the Pandavas. And this gives a +1 martial if commanded, light infantry discipline up, and if a ruler who's running this country, if elected, less aggressive expansion impact. Very good, very fascinating. Anyway, news. The traditionalists have used their time and control of the Yaudheya Sangha to demand investment in a part of our country, specifically the province of Kuru. Such investment would be a boon to its people as well as the landowners, though it would limit our ability to pursue other goals in the near future. The matter rests with our Maharaja-Senapati, who has the final say. So, you want me to invest? That's... Yeah, you're the party leader. We do want to invest in province fortifications, but this is going to cost us some political influence for that. If you say no, you will lose a big approval from the traditionalists, which, you know, they hold the most seats. Just wondering how approvals work. So I'll just say, it's not a bad cause. So you get your province fortifications, which would increase the provincial loyalty around here, even though it's our capital province, while increasing the fort infrastructure for the future of the defense of this republic. So why not? We'll invest in that. Hold on 1 sec. I sneezed. Anyways, I had to mute the mic. Well, there goes my political influence. And I'm not particularly a popular man. But I wouldn't worry about it too much. It should go up in time. You're a tiny bit corrupt, which will go down with due time. Okay, no longer at war. Just conquered pieces of land. Yeah, we got it already. Now currently at war with Zhang. We should raise our troops for this. Because, you know, even though they do not say anything about expanding our territory to this way to Devaprayaga, but we do want a good piece of the pie, you know. Even though I'm the wrong man for the job. Look at me. I'm not a fighter. The man who's going to run the Republic next will likely be an oligarch, in which he does it. That's also from our family again. Blood of Pandu is ours. They too have that blood too. It's all coming back to us. But the one from Gandhara is a much better one, so given that we're in a border conflict here. Surprised the Pauravas have not, you know, oh, they're tributary, which means they'll never be integrated. Whereas, you know, they have that as an option, but please remember, insult them once, just to keep it down. Maybe sewn up alive in the belly of a dead camel. Keep their opinion down, and they will not integrate you. Alright, gather around. Over here. Get together and then we'll fight them. It's doubtful that we'll be able to gain territories for ourselves because all that is going to go to Moria. Not to mention it's going to hurt our income a bit, since we're so anxious to build a new Great Temple here. Meantime, we should meet up here and then we'll go up here, even though that's dangerous. Because you have no idea how many of them are up there. But you know, possible loot, if there's any cities, which there's only one in Deva Prayaga. All together now. See? That goes to Moria, not to me. But I would like to have the honor to take this area. Lay the bet. They got multitude of levies, no doubt. Mitra, a man of sound reputation, and Nagatasaka, a nobleman of great virtue, recently started to spar furiously while standing in the Sangha. Such behavior is unbecoming to these people of stature, however, we have been called upon to take a side in the latest conflict. Side of it, nature. It's gonna take a long time for you guys to get here. If we are defeated in combat, then it's up to them to take care of them. Siege begins here. Though, do be careful, it's mountains. If they come down here to fight against us, well, they're gonna have the advantage of the heights. Unless they went over there, and then I'd be alright with that. Unless they went to the other side. But they're coming. Or not. They're They're going this way. Why would they head to there? Unless they want to go the long way around. Yaudheya is also at war with Zaxxon for a different reason. Maybe that's why they pulled back. They can't fight a two-front war all at once. And that just means more glory for us and more pops for us to get to them. Even though we're doing it for the Mauryans rather than for us. Ah. Temple. Build. Till this October. God. Again, we have no territorial claimants there. I don't think you're allowed to fabricate claims. No, you're not allowed. It doesn't work like that. To the capital. But hey, more pops for me. Oh, there. They got a 9. Our side might lose, and movement's already locked. And crossing the river, and up the mountains. Oh, blast. We're gonna get killed up there. And it's gonna be up to you, people. And worse. This is a bad tactic for it. Again, you had no clue. All of us are gone, and your movement's also locked, and yeah, crossing the river, fighting up the mountains, bad, 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 bad. So it's gonna be up to them now. Or at least we try to kill some of them. So we're drawing back to Rotak. Ugh, that was ugly. But at least we do have control of this part of the mountain pass. It's going to take a while for them to try to get it back. Let the rest of them do the work. We did our part. What you training for? Also, he's dumb, despite the fact he's wise. Wise and dumb. For the last few days, the dark corners of the Senate House has been abuzz with the whispers of huddled relics resembling senators, and ambitious freedmen of the Libertinians managed to make his way from the alleys of Hastinapura to the Assembly of Rotak, winning local elections of wide popular support. Whether his success could be attributed to merit or more nefarious means has been a hot topic among his detractors. But in any case, among his supporters demanded to be granted an office befitting his talents. Naturally, the more traditional members of the House are to loathe to tolerate his presence at all, and feel the promotion of former slaves demeans their nobility, such as it is. I'm looking. Interfere in politics? Never. He's the one that's going to be elected next, right? Yes, that's him. Now, why him? Based on his success and support, I mean, we know he's an oligarch. 6%. 2 on faction members. Family of faction leader. That's another thing. Popularity, stateship, prestige is also a factor. 18 out of 31 of the seats. 18 is 6 and 0 of 3. So basically he has support. They hardly have any influence on these matters. So a very high support of the Senate, Sangha. Where all that wouldn't be an issue. Infection. Well, I don't have the wealth to treat myself. Appointing a dictator is usually useful during wartime. If you're fighting in a major war that concerns the defense of this empire, perhaps that'll be useful if we have a man like him. That'd be like granting emergency powers, you know? We've hired more mercenaries. Then again, you are the nation of infinite manpower and infinite wealth. Do what you gotta do. Two free prosperous and 2 innovations coming up. What can one say? Well, Stanisvara, but wow. Despite not being one of our main administrative centers, it is without a doubt that Stanisvara is destined to be a great city and a capital of a nation in the future. Perhaps that will be us, perhaps not. Whatever the case, the stars shine a little brighter in Stanisvara. Wonder if the moon shines brighter there too. I'm looking. Not a profits investment. Reduced build time is always good. Reducing law changes would be good. So I think you should go that way. And this for import value, as well as having another import route. Would always be good for us. I'll tell you what I'll invest in. Where is it? Aha! Academic pursuit. Just to add a little bit of research. Build another library, even though we have a little bit of nobles and there are some citizens. And look, we get another one. Another provincial investment. You know, you could stop doing that. Gee, I don't know. Probably just some local autonomy. You know, this isn't going to do much. Because it's going to become disloyal pretty fast unless I do something about it. Because they're never going to be happy over here. Especially that dominant culture is not an integrated culture. Which don't help it either. And also, we should make more local import routes. That's where we should invest more. More import routes for you to help out on the surplus of things. And try to get, you know, a bit more faster research, unless we get lucky with getting more innovations, because I want to get the next innovation when we get this. So that way, changing laws doesn't cost as much. We gotta do with you two. They'll take it from here. Wish I could disband, but can't be doing that right now, can we? And in case of provincial rebellion on my end, Morris will help me out. So, it's just something we gotta correct. And look, they just hired more mercenaries, the Mauryans. Local resource points of all these areas, there, and there. It'll be fine. I want you to spend the rest of these provincial investments on local import routes. The pilgrims in Satisfy. The least years we've seen a huge influx of pilgrims traveling to Satisfy. Now, it has become known as a holy site among the Hindus living nearby. If you so wish, he's like a great opportunity to make a lot of money on these pilgrims drive by. Or we could try to garner some popularity among the pious, but making sure this is inviting and we'll take care of as it can be. Well, look. My term is coming to an end soon, so let's make sure this will be a worthwhile endeavor. Just take the money and go. Because obviously, this needs improvement. There's going to be a demand of libraries around here. How do the guidance improving, Mitra? Yaudheya has gone from strength to strength. Some of our advisors are recommending the institution of a new tax in order that the national treasury might share in this prosperous era. Taxes? Surely nobody will notice. Tax up. we get this guy in the office, he's gonna have a better marshal. Which he's become stressed recently. Doesn't bode well for finesse. Oh, and another thing. Another thing regarding all this. Oh. So granted 5 holdings to head of families. Granting holdings, that's gonna cost you money for that, so there's no reason we can do that. Plus it'll make me more corrupt than it already needs to be. If I had a lot of money to burn, that would be the way to do it, but not in this term. That's coming to an end. There's one dissolved province which we tried everything to appease them, but clearly this isn't working. The best way to get on your side is just, well, build another tavern. That'll make the freemen more happy. And so will the abundance of slaves in there, which they'll have to, move out and work on other places. Never one to challenge the status quo, or even to do anything remotely considered. Senapati has been elected Maharaja-Senapati by a slim majority of dull buffoons in wine-stained togas. Well, obviously the text is meant for Western use. It would be better said, perhaps, that Senapati does not hold a confidence feel in the same manner as historic rulers of old. Oh dear. Huh? For 2 years. Loving, arrogant, stress. I'll just say, execute them. They'll come around. Screw them. Listen, you may not be good at your job, but you got the statesmanship. Can't deny that. I mean, look, obviously that's for family prestige and popularity. Just go for that, just to increase that martial a bit. Thinking. You know what? Screw it. Go for this just to try to increase the happiness to some, as a way to try to slow it down. Decide to be cruel because I say screw them. The agenda to pass laws to abolish assemblies. Yeah, if I had a gumption. Because if you do that, that would give you the ability to summon Centaur War Councils. Library built here, just to try to increase the citizens' numbers and produce more research, hopefully, just to get out of this ratio. Heated debates in the Sangha Commons, especially where so many prominent members of society are involved. Lately, a wave of xenophobia has swept across Yaudheya, resulting in foreign values being regarded with great distrust. All attendants at today's debate agreed that Anjanaluka and Janamajaya has crossed the line today, which he accused the Maharaja-Senapati of indulging barbaric Pisidian practices. Oh, not that rash. Please. You need that finesse. Turn the other cheek. I'd be wise too. Get me more stone. Now we have more reduced build cost. Whatever you need, we'll try to get it. Give me another. What else does this need? All the elephants. Give me more elephants and then we can, you know, not improve discipline, but because, you know, we do have some, well, it's not a lot. Plus I'm in command now. Because, you know, we fear there's going to be a provincial rebellion and I want to take care of that. So that, now, unlike monarchies, you do not have the ability to do, you know, the thing to go over there and just prove the opinion of it. Let me show you. Hey, we tried. It's too disloyal now, which means you can't build any more buildings there. Not to mention very corrupt. Thank you. We're quite a long way to get there. It takes decades to get anything done. Not to mention, it does not help that we're Vedic and they, you know, frown upon, that they frown upon people who, you know, wasn't there someone we know that had, no, not anymore. And yes, lack of popularity does cause a bit of a increase. We received word from the local officials in the province of Yaudheya that some important provincial food stockpiles have been looted by malcontents owing to the contempt for the government across the area. It seems they hope to make tensions by forcing hungry people into action. In any case, it will not be cheap to replace stolen goods. I'll get the loyalty back up, just have to replace the stockpile. now begin the view of Gananda, his arrival. That's what I'm going to be doing in the future. Anytime I get free private investments, I'm going to keep spending it on local import routes. And here comes another. Because that's the way to go. See, can't do that. But at least we'll be stationed here in an event of a possible provincial rebellion, but you can go back. Maurya's on the offensive. You got yourself an ally. Unless it's always been there, but I never paid too much attention to that. That's just my phone notifications. Friend of mine. Yeah. One day, I'm gonna implement this. But the thing about it is, I would rather wait for an innovation that would be, and the closest one is this. We're quite far away from it unless we could get more citizens and nobles, but that's kind of impossible. Well, not impossible, it's more very slow promotion. Due to the Vedic faith and the traditional Varna system, okay, it's actually going to take a year for a slave to be promoted to freeman, for example. And there's the ratio. So I think you should be building buildings like academies to appeal to that. We do have this, just to help it out a bit. Country, same religion, habits. That we would need. But unfortunately, there's not a lot of places where you can get, incense. But, okay, we lost the incense. Gates. Help with the economy. And there's always room to build more commercial districts, and that means you can get more import routes. Yeah, there's room for a few more buildings before I decide. So, okay, let's have an aqueduct. Just to, keep things going. Although, Volta, it's like, yes, it may be our capital and all that. But, Indo-Gangetic's got adjacent to the major river, which can hold more population, which is like, yeah, that's kind of unfair, Like, Indo-Gangetic and Hastinapur has rivers. Ours do not. And this one too's got a river. That's close to the Yamuna. Keep that well in mind. Oh, we're not near the Yamuna. Even this city's got this river. So, why is this place the capital? Citizen output versus desired ratio. Nobles do about as much research points as citizens do. I think I got an idea. So, desired ratio is fine. But it's the promotion speed it can be a bit of an issue. Not to mention it increases the output of it. Gotta invest in the future. They took the capital. They're on the run. Oh, no wonder why we lost the incense. Well, they lost the incense. This place has been depopulated due to war over there. Well, there are plenty of places to get incense from there. A well-known Buddhist teacher has traveled throughout the city of Jistian and Rodawala and an area around the province. We've seen a large group of people who have converted to the man's beliefs, changing their ways to follow the teachings of this Gautama Buddha of theirs. Though we were originally worried this would cause trouble, they seem peaceful and helpful, even to those not following their own teachings. Maybe this Buddha is not completely in the wrong after all. This is going to happen a lot when you're doing an Indian playthrough. Sometimes you get a Buddhist teacher, Jain, Ajivika maybe, and this causes this effect of, in that province, some population will convert to a certain religion. Which, you know, there are some areas which is already Buddhist. And that area there is a Buddhist holy site, which I didn't know. But remember, there's not a single part of the mission that encourages changing other faiths. Some other Indian nations in the game do that, where they give you a choice. It's like, hey, would you like to, you know, convert to Buddhist or Jain or Ajivika, and or even keep yours? In the Yaudheya mission tree, this does not have that, which likely means that we will remain Vedic. Our gods have come to dominate the Yaudheya saga for the moment, and they now boldly demand that a law benefiting this forest be approved. Only the veto of our Maharaja-Senapati could confound their legislative efforts. Abolish the assemblies, which our current law is the Assembly of Soldiers, which we did at it from the very beginning of this series, which is last episode. Because, you know, every such, that was the first act, they assembled the Assembly of Soldiers. But now we want to go further. Abolish the assemblies. Just damn them already. Would this cause a drop in stability? No, it did not. So instead we abolished it, giving us more political influence. More monthly political influence, even on the Maharaja-Senapati. However, is a cruel man. Arrogant is the reason why the lowered monthly political influence. So yeah, we got rid of it. Which means we can summon the Senatorial War Council, which summons a selection of our most prestigious senators to consider a focus for our next conquest. This can be used to provide a claim on a province and may be used once in every 10 years. Free claims! The glorious arches of Rotak provide a scenic setting for the ongoing planning of future wars held between the chief minds of the Republic. Guhasiva, a proud and stubborn senator, Chanakya, a senator known for their military interests, and Woody Mitra, a senator with a few achievements to their name. The Senate hall echoes the rising color of red-faced senators, each looking to promote the interests of their own faction. It transpires that Chanakya and Guhasiva believes that strongly the conquest of Paravan lands aligns perfectly with the aims of the traditionalists and oligarchs. Meanwhile, Mumimitra believes that the Democrats would benefit from the conquest of rich Sangzhuang land. Savannah Gotra. Isn't that next door? This is Stanisvara. Where the hell is that? Tell me. It's in the Himalaya region. So you're talking about up there. Why on earth would we want to do that? And Madra, that is over there, that province. That's held by the Paravans. So yeah, they have it. To war with them. So there you go, you got a free claim on this area. Reducing the aggressive expansion. Should there ever be time for war against Parava, which does have a part of the mystery for it. Which we'll get rid of them one day. And would lead us to these two tasks here that we could do in future. But for all these things there, that ain't happening. That's going to have to happen in a far future. Decades later, in fact. Which is why we're going to be spending most of the time in the early part of the series invest, invest, invest. Invest on economy, invest on research, find a ways to increase promotion speed a bit faster, and and also hopefully we get an innovation sooner or later which would enact the law cost to be reduced. So that way we don't have to spend as much political influence and stability that much when it comes to. There's no limit on how many libraries you can have, but it's not going to increase any more research points. Yeah, we still have that corrupt researcher. That's another thing. Which will expire in 5 years' time. Because we're idiots. Speaking of idiots, well, not really. I don't know why the hell I said that. Anyways, I'm just going to be rambling. Maybe we should choose a personal deity for the time being. Anything that would be good for me. Every Hindu ruler can pick their choice of deity. This choice lasts for the life of the ruler or until an event changes it. Additional deities can be gained from events and mission tasks. Okay. Krishna gives you population assimilation, stability change a bit. Ganga gives you reduced build cost of time. I like that. Okay, keep going. Shakti gives you, if you're commanding an army, which I am, army morale recovery up and siege ability up. Shiva, manpower up and morale of armies up. Obviously. Surya, attacks and commerce up. Vishnu, fort defense up and obvious conversion speed up a bit slightly. Kartikeya here. Martial up, civilization up. Well, in this case, it's gonna be Ganga. goddess of the sacred river, Ganges, who purifies and redeems. I'll be the patron of Ganga, because we're in the nation building process here. Anything that reduces it quite a bit. Okay, here's something I've just noticed as far as, reading is concerned. Because you're wondering, it's like, hey, what happens if you declare war on this area from Nabaka? I found out recently that if you do that, you're actually declaring war against Moria. So meaning this area of fight for your rights thing, not an option. Do not go over there if you want to finish the mission. So you may want to go the other way around. Or just wait until decades later for the Mauryan decline to occur. So, when the time of peace comes, don't click that. Do not do that. But anyways, build another academy. Should build a court of law over there. Increases citizen happiness, and at the same time, provincial loyalty is always good. Do not click on it. Declaring war against Nabaka, a nation that no longer exists, means you're going to declare war against Moria. After wars, toil and hardship, it is with hopeful eyes that veterans of our armies look towards retirement. A life of rural farming with promised farmland often parceled out to the most deserving. Recent circumstances have led to great droves of our retiring soldiers clamor for this quiet life, seeking counsel from their generals' leaders. Nagarasaka Janamaja has been appointed on behalf of our generals to negotiate a complex arrangement whereby we might assist our tired veterans and yield them some reward. We should be very wary of what might occur should we refuse. Commanders like bribes, don't they? So yeah, whatever you do, do not click that. That means you're declaring war on Moria as they hold this territory now. Which means you have no choice but to go to this route. Which we're still going to play the long game. Especially when we expanded this area. Then managing Malia though. That also belongs to Maurians. But you can't do that either. Hold in front of the Sangha. Siddhartha Prativani is a sorry sight. Kanto the heavy club in hand. He said to be ready to strike down Chanakya, our man, from the start. The brutal act of violence. Luckily, passers-by were quick enough to act and prevent this terrible deed. We now have the unable task of passing judgment on the wicked Siddhartha. Oh, the family would not like that. He's a researcher. So I'll say the dungeon would straighten them out. You're not from one of the prominent families, but you seem to be good at your task. Hope so. So managing Malia, which is, down there, but it has to be owned by us or the subject, which that's not going to happen anytime soon. So as we're on, the 290s, and the Mauryan decline does not begin until near the end of this century or so, which means, as I said, you can't do a damn thing if you want to get through this and complete the mission. So that's, but we'll still remain with Maurya to the end, because declaring war against them is suicide. Remember what you saw earlier. The Army of the Infinite. That's Mauryan Empire for you. So your future is to continue to invest to make this republic better. To, you get the idea. And since we're at peace, lower the forward maintenance a bit, which makes very little difference, but still, you get the idea. Gotcha. That'll slow you down. Remember, when provincial rebellion occurs, that'd be up to me to take care of that, not Maurya. Which I hope they'd be kind enough. Compared to that. Oh, it's that. Something to keep well in mind. And you can also manipulate candidates, defend religious practices, advocate legal reforms. I forgot these exist. Let's not have oligarchs dominate. We don't have the money. So we're doing slightly better on the research points. There's always room for improvement. Build more libraries in all those cities, especially Indraprastha and Hastinapura. Or try to make it more amenable for citizens and freemen there. I'm all for more stability. More stability means increased happiness for all. Slowing down the province loyalty thing. Oh yeah, Imperator's been showing great promise in his civic duties. Become renowned as quite the artisan. He recently completed a marvelous design for a new conscription camp. You correct this masterpiece on behalf of the state, but such an architectural vision would surely be valuable to the right investor. Where are you building this at? Hastinapura? Yeah, you are. Actually, our profit's looking bad. We need the money for something else, obviously. Every city's got to have at least 2 libraries. Just have slight increase of research points. Do anything for me to get an innovation faster. Prestige and popularity up for this family. Dhanananda of the oligarchs of party wolves remain in power. What makes him qualified? Other than he's of the blood of Pandu, that's one thing, and he's rather loving. I didn't see her skills. 10! Marshal. That's 0. Gotta be one to watch out for. There are some favorite people in this republic already. There has been a more devout man existed than Semprate Genamajan. But people clamor at the very door of the temple, demanding that we declare a feast in his honor. Glory to Semprate. Arkamika Bhumimitra has friends far outside our borders. Not to try to use network to advantage of any nation. He believes his friendship with Sinapala of Maurya could be put into use to increase the opinion of us. All we would have to do is to send someone off his way, and we'll try to improve the reputation of Maurya. Okay, fine. Send him the gold. Remember, we want to stay loyal, but not too loyal. Remember, it's to keep the opinion between us away from 180. That's the magic number that starts, integration. We do not want that. It was 10, now it's 14.17 research points. Every little bit helps, You got at least 1 library. Build one. As I said, every city's got to have at least 2 libraries. Because we want to increase the monthly research so we could get more innovations. Every little bit helps. That way we would get this. And then Master Dorana, and then we'll grant the rights to the Kshatriya, which will increase the population promotion speed a bit more and make our lives easier. Oh yeah, you don't have a port. That's something we ought to consider. A port in Indraprastha and a port in Hastinapura. You get a port for the Yamuna and the Ganges. Get a daring display of heroic bravado. Sudata has managed to escape his captors and flee to the coastlands of Alania. Presumably aided by his friends and supporters, he's also vowed to return in great numbers. He's claimed a part of the territory as his own. Damnation! The researcher Dhanananda is the leading candidate. How much does a port cost? 80. Okay. Okay. Next thing to be considered building ports for all. Not trying to build a navy, it's just to have. Ganananda has proved to be a contentious candidate as Maharaja-Senapati. Previously an outspoken critic of government, he was spoken of contempt during meetings of the Senate. All were surprised, therefore, when he was elected to rule Yaudheya, casting aside any notions of propriety in class. With such underwhelming popularity amongst the elite, it's hard to see how Ganananda will get anything done. Well, it's not worth upsetting the balance just yet. We still have the reduced building cost and noble happiness, but no stability drop because it's not a new ruling party. You take my place now. We need to get another free promise investment, since this sort of thing is working out for the long run. For the rest of this term, let's have national commerce go up again. Because we'll try to live prosperously. Yeah, cost 87 to build a port. And of course, your ruler finesse also depends of the cost to build such things. And you're not going to be using that much political influence, so why not? Ganga is our main patron. Might as well be an unofficial true patron of it rather than Kartikeya. Now it's 79, so reduced slightly. But at least we have the surplus stone at capital, which I'm thankful for that. Our first military tradition. There's Indian Kingdom and Indian Tribe. Now for Indian Tribe, just looking. Indian Kingdom, however. More province investments. Oh, you got it. Actually, no. Innovations. There it is. And as well as a levy size multiplier to go up. Okay, then. So, plus you could still get, you know, theoretically, every time we get an elected leader to rule our republic, you should go for zeal to get province investment, province investment, province investment. It's basically my way of building tall, I guess. So if I were you, pick up those innovations right now. The bureaucracy of war. Used to dealing with the needs of huge armies, battles and sieges were often planned in great detail. Advance parties would often be dispatched to prepare the land for habitation, and great care was taken to protect the ubiquitous baggage train which supplied the main force. Okay, let's get innovative here. And we do have the stability to support that. But, and there is a but, you've got to have gold, which we will have it soon, so that's coming soon. Okay. Enact the law, cost reduced. So now now it's 15. That was the base cost. So. Master on first. Remember, if you click that immediately, that actually causes effect. So yes, it's reduced now. Oh, here it is up there. I didn't see that part. Cost change law. That's how much it is. 12.75 stability drop. 29.75. And this was the original base cost, as you can see next to them. Much better. Okay. Now what else? More city building slots for our capital. Sounds like a fine idea. So it's like that was 1, 2, 4. Unless you want to go this way in future. Since you want this, you know, increased research points badly. Slaves in surplus to export trade goods to make more money. That's another option that you could think of. Unless you want more population promotion, which is also an issue with you. I'm just looking. Go over to oratory. Well, there's also these. It would be nice to have more diplomatic range because, you know, needs more nations to trade off of with. To get more goods, since it's, you know, beginning to become a bit limited around here. Good lord, that's another way to become a dictatorship? Hold on, ladies and gentlemen, I want you to look at this real quick. You see, the way to become a dictatorship in the game is you got to, well, first be independent. And then you got to have, I think it's some amount of territories to become a dictatorship. Yeah, even becoming this is another way to do it. But I did not know there is an innovation since I played Republics, since I don't play Republics often. So, ruler grants temporary dictatorship, and then that's only if has been granted temporary. To unlock these, you gotta have lifetime, lex, or extended terms. So, either enacted or what? You gotta have 50 territories, lots of tyranny, oligarchs in full support. Holy crap! I didn't know there was another way to become a dictatorship. Again, not particularly interested, but it's good to know that option exists when playing as a republic, which. I did not know that. I'll keep looking. There will come a day where I'll start caring about the idea of creating a legion if we make a lot of good money, but I think for the near term, you should go this way. as much as I'd like to, you know, go this way, I think it would be better to embrace philosophy. But permanently sponsored public place for more local state building routes for our capital. That is excellent idea. More buildings to build here. Reduced cost to build roads which were far away from that sort of thing. Get a few more innovations, especially this Nexo, then you got it. So we should enact the way of the warrior, and then Maharaja-Senapati. That's just to beef us up militarily. We can master Dharana now, but please save up some money a little bit. Just wait a couple months. Actually, we don't have to do that right now. Word has arrived that this year's harvest was exceptionally good in the territory of Sunan. Whilst the merchants may be holding their heads in their hands, the people rejoice at the plummeting price of bread. And also this gives approval to traditionalists when that happens. Good to know. But please, wait a few months. So okay, this is not going to happen until next 10 years, approximately, for the current, you know, for the current monthly research we have, which, again, trying to get it up. Trying to make those kind of changes. How about we wait until we reach 200 wealth? Been wondering. There's at least 10 incoming, and then 10 on your routes, and has a road to all adjacent territories. Not quite. Own at least 10 academy buildings. Okay, that's for certain nations. That plastic governor. In the midst of the fall season, Maharaja-Senapati, one of our most esteemed governors, has held a vast and lavish party in his summer palace in Anupkav. Here his most loyal subordinates were shocked by the display of contempt for the plight of the common man, and has written to us directly, demanding some manner of justice. So, yeah, you may be a member of the great family, but goddamn you, they're demanding resignation right now. That isn't gonna help, but he was corrupt, but you're not corrupt. I guess you'll do, because you have faced the mess. And you're willing to give them harsh treatment as a way of trying to get the law back to them. Whatever it takes, because I don't want no provincial rebellions. Let's do it. So, let's remind you people. To practice Dharana, the perceiver focuses fully on a single object, called a pratyaya. He strives to block out intrusive thoughts and remains centered on the pratyaya. Dharana is the first step to deep concentration meditation, by which the pratyaya is firmly retained in the mind, but the perceiver remains aware of the separation between himself, the perceived object, and the act of meditation. In Vedic belief, Dharana is the sixth of the 8 limbs of Patanjali's Yoga Sutras. So this is going to cost you 100 gold, 20 political influence, 25 stability, and then we gain some zeal, at least for this elected ruler. And this nation gains mastery in Dharana, which the country's same religion habitus goes up. Monthly stability change goes down, while population conversion speed increases. And the cost of change deity, if you wish to, won't cost as much. So let's do it. Done did it. Our stability dropped big time, and it's about to drop more as we will grant rights to Kshatriya, because the Kshatriya deserve special respect because they are the ones who protect the realm. Just check it. Now we are an unstable nation. Hopefully we'll get it back up in no time. Which, of course, ways to do that is you got to perform divine sacrifice, which we don't have the political influence for that. So, hope we're doing the right thing. So, we've taken the way of the warrior. The Yaudheya Republic is first and foremost a republic for the Kshatriya warrior caste. Let's make sure that it stays that way by adopting laws to ensure a future of our warrior culture. Because those 2 battles we've had in the past, that was not us. That's not who we are. So instead, Yaudheya will permanently grant Kshatriya elite warriors, increasing our morale of armies plus 5%, plus 10% discipline. Heavy infantry and light infantry offense goes up plus 5%. The way of the warrior, the Kshatriya way, is the way of our people, who are, of course, Kshatriyas. Kshatriya represents one of the 4 major social classes of the caste system. It means authority, and sets the start of the Vedic culture. It has represented us aristocratic warriors. Our way of Republican Kshatriya rule has led to a militaristic culture unlike anything the region has seen. For every 5 Mauryans, 1 Yaudheyan will do. So no. Meaning Great King Commander was elected leader of the Yaudheya Republic. This chief would also serve as the Maharaja-Senapati, Great Commander of the Army of the Mauryan military, showing the great amount of cooperation and alliance the Mauryans had on the Yaudheyans. With such a prestigious title, we should be granted more autonomy from the Mauryans, for we have certainly earned it. So we will also permanently have loyal to the Maharaja-Senapati, faster army movement speed by plus 5%, reduced legion maintenance cost if we have one by minus 10%, plus 3 loyalty of generals, and heavy infantry offense plus 5 more, and defense of plus 5. And also, if you got the political influence, which we sure spared no expense on that. So basically we had a military reform here. The Maharaja-Senapati, you, my liege, is the most prestigious title in the Koru Yaudheyan culture. No elected position is higher. It literally means the Great King Military Commander. The Mauryans know you as the Maharaja-Senapati, or the Great Military Commander. Still a very high honor, and we pride ourselves as disciplined warriors, and you can be assured of our loyalty. And you, my ability. This stays with us no matter who is elected. Whoever leads the army will lead us to victory. especially for the defense of our great republic. Get us more dates for the commerce that come. Right, now that there's room for buildings, we could build one more academy, which would be a good idea. As there are more citizens now, and needs more nobles. Like we should have a noble district in addition to these libraries that we have here. Even though the other results of the research does have a bit of a minor gain, especially with local research points, but this needs to go up first and foremost. We'll build those two ports here, one for the Yamuna and one for the Ganges. So yes, our stability dropped horribly, which will not do well for the province loyalty that we were trying to get back. So it would be ideal to increase the stability again. You're not doing anything at the moment. You got places to conquer. Who are you taking out? Yeah, I don't like him. Chanakya might be, re-elected. In fact, he has 92 9th support. He's healthy. I don't know what you mean by bad health. We're all behind you. He's an oligarch. He's the party leader. Keep that well in mind. See, look at the facts of the Senate. All oligarchs with 79 of them. 13 traditionalists and only 8 Democrats. It's the way we like it. Even though we're currently unstable right now, so you probably want to change that. Get a port for Indraprastha, and then soon one for Hastinapur. They'll slowly come around when we get the stability back up. We have a port built, and now one for Hastinapura coming up. And now, perform the divine sacrifice to get the stability up faster. So we can get things back to normal. Oh, don't you start. You're gonna be a problem. What the hell? Mauryan opposition. Mauryan civil war. Ashoka Maurya. Hold on. So, Chandragupta has gone away now. As, wait, no, he's the opposition. What the hell? So, Chandragupta Maurya, the man who is a friend of Janaki here, for some, I don't know what the hell he has done, but there's some instability, and now Ashoka is the one running the country now. So he's fighting against his grandfather. This is some turn of events here. Okay. You've all been training for this, so raise the levies. And our capital is right next door in Mathura. So we decide that we will remain loyal with the new monarch Ashoka, while Chandragupta has gone mad. And he's got a legion. We will not advance until the rest of you meet up with us. Tributary to Maurya loyalist. Let's try to take their capital then. We've seen mutterings of both recorded in the city in these last weeks. It seems our puppets and advisors are generally displeased with the current situation in Yaudheya. One night, Jarugar mentions how large a festival might excite and inspire our downtrodden puppets. Ah, here we go. Even though this is definitely... Look, having the stability back up to the way it was would be great for all of us, but this helps with the morale of armies. Screw it! We're not worried about political influence right now. We're worried about wartime now. So, having stability back up to the way it was is a good thing, because this would get Rodawala back with us. Well, meanwhile, we're going to try to draw some of them over to here while they're at Patliputra now. Yeah, Sonar attended back towards us. This is a level 1 fort. They got a bad commander over there from the Mauryan opposition. Basically, Chandragupta's forces. National citizen happiness, just to keep the provincial loyalty up a bit. Why did Chandragupta decide to rebel? As I said, is he gone mad or something? Mercenaries, mercenaries. Ashoka's levy. So they're taking care of it, while we would take their capital as a way. Stick it up to them. It's a large sway of land that even spans all the way down to Saurashtra. We're in for a long haul. Again, we won't gain territory as we are subject to it. This could have been an opportunity to, do that, but you ain't got no political influence for that. We sure sacked Mathura. You know, why the hell not? Let the men roam freely. Because we need the money, because we're still in the nation building thing. You've got your academies. So I want you to build one more library. Then, of course, you gotta have a granary, get an aqueduct, noble district. All in that order. My term doesn't end until next year, so there's still time for me to loot the place. No, stay put. I'll take these cities. I'm gonna sack these cities. I'm gonna sack the hell out of them. Son of Yaudheya, the renowned family, disdained to offer us support of his family's vast network of contacts in bid to better recognize the bureaucratic system. It is curious that he should approach us now. Indeed, some might wonder what the aim of this offer might really be. He will ask that we issue a proclamation in extreme gratitude for the loyalty of family members. Unable to act against them. Yeah, why not? Province loyalty increases, that's what we want. While we're head over there, cover us. I'll get this. Maratha sacked. Get me the money. And keep in mind, it's going to be loyal to Dhanananda. But at least that's going to help him with his popularity. So that's what we're resorting to. So the forces of Arakosia and Gadrosia will be fighting the opposition there. There's also rebels up there. You got a lot of things going on. with this period of instability that's already taken place. While meanwhile, we just go on a campaign of looting for wealth to help benefit our republic. Build a port here too. That's what we're going to use them for. Damn, you beat us to it. Okay then. Next city is Travagata. Be headed to there now. Although fortunately we do have a bit of a faster army movement speed. I don't know if that applies to army rather than by levy, you know. Actually, hang on. Locked in movement. You elephants are slowing us down. Get out of here. Why don't you go with them? You guys have elephants too. This doesn't. Movement speed of elephants is slower than the other of the unit types. So how about you just stick with Gandhara? Or we just go on a campaign of looting. All you have to do is just follow us. Loot, loot, loot. I'm gonna get more popular for this. This way. Yeah, I'm liking this idea. Although I kind of feel bad about, you know, doing all that, even though they're not of our culture, but we're related in a cultural group. Here's a provincial investment for this term. So yeah, here we go again. Now that you got your money, it also says the district, so have that too. Why the hell not the tax office? We gotta have a forum, and a forum there as well. Well, meanwhile, we keep getting our, you know, loot from these places. This way. This is so dirty. But, hey, whatever gets us money. Even if we're killing people. Although I could get more and become cruel, but that would not do well for, you know, my charisma. Especially if that there's, you know, sort of a slave output and all that. I'm not that greedy. Just keep it as it is. They're taking care of it on the Indus front. Everything's taken care of over there. This side is what we're doing. Right. Now, a forum here. That's where a granary is going to be built. just to have increased food capacity. Still in a negative political influence, but I'm not worried about that. I'm more interested in looting for wealth. This one doesn't provide as much, but it'll do. This way. And we got these cities down here. So there, you got your ports. At least stability is doing good for everybody. And if you're running out of space, be sure to invest in that whenever that time comes. Oh, actually, it's another thing you should consider. Farming settlements. You need to start building those now. Since we're starting, you know, run out of space here, so you need to start building, you know, buildings in the not city areas. Settlements, yeah. That's, should switch priorities to that. Defer to benefit. Since you've only been benefiting cities now. There goes the dates. This way. Farming settlement here. Actually, is that correct? Is that what livestock? Like, isn't there for enclosure? Yeah, yeah. That's what that's for. Let's look at the differences. Enclosure will do. Grain here. Heavy rains near Rota. Although everyone's complaining about the near constant rain, our farmers are thankful the week-long storms are pouring over Rotak. They've been experiencing unseasonably warm weather, in which in turn was causing the crops to wither and the fields to dry out. The rains change everything, however. Gods be praised! Loot, loot, loot. Loot, loot, loot. You're a maniac. Noble happiness. Look at me, massively popular. Farming settlement here. Enclosure there. What would this need? That we'll have to think about when we get our next. Cool. Well, my term's about to come up. I could say I had a pretty good run. And soon we'll switch you back to Chanakya. First. Maurya's got friends. Well then. Well, that one's too fortified for us to take on. But you just gave me another opportunity to loot another city if need be. Okay, what would it need? Market would make sense because of local-based trade routes, since we're, you know, import intensive. So market here. Alright, sounds already built. Wild game. Hunting camps. All this empty space, well, we can work on that. Keep going. There goes all the dates. It's because of what they're doing up there. That's why. We'll get it back. You're in command now. A polymath. Excellent. We may get lucky if we get a free innovation. Because we want to go through this way. Oh, look out. There's an army up there. Guys, get over here. They do not have a commander. No, don't. Just keep it with me. Farming settlement here. Farming settlement there. We're just improving the welfare of everyone, thanks to this civil war. We just became opportunists. A loony. Okay, not much here. Farming settlement here. Base metals. That's going to be a mine in future. I'm just looking at the trade goods. gonna be wild game here. I don't know if Farming Settlement does for dates. Oh, very nice. Too disloyal. Hopefully that'll change soon, so I can start improving lives over there. One more city to loot. Let's get to it. Follow us. Over here, guys. Although I think fun time may be over. Because now we have a threat up there. Even with great numbers, we don't know if they can take care of all that. Neutral. Guess they finally took care of all the opposition over there, so they should now commit to heading this way. While there's a large-scale rebellion in the Gandhara region. Another's risen from over there. So don't know if we will commit to Saurastra over there for the time being. But we looted all. Okay. Blacksmith or mine. Resource production matters little or both. But if I were you, I'd choose mine. So, there you go, ladies and gentlemen. We'll end the episode on that note. So in the next episode, we'll take the fight against the rebels and their allies. Because Chandragupta has gone mad, for whatever reason, as Ashoka is already the ruler. Don't know what the hell happened to Bindusaras. He was in perfect health. And Chandragupta's already dead. Oh, okay. He's gone already. And it's led by Vasupala Shunga. Okay. So, yeah, this is a pretty maddening turn of events already in this series. So, let's just hope things don't get messier from here in the next episode. But until then, so long for now.